Success is a word that carries significant weight, filled with aspirations and promises. For many, it is seen as the ultimate goal, a destination where fulfillment, recognition, and satisfaction intersect. However, for others, success can trigger feelings of discomfort, anxiety, or even fear. These emotions are often hidden, masked by excuses or rationalizations, making them difficult to discuss. The idea of fearing success, whether consciously or unconsciously, may seem strange. After all, isn't success what everyone strives for? Yet, this fear is real and can profoundly impact decisions, behaviors, and the opportunities one pursues or avoids. Unlike fear that paralyzes in moments of danger, the fear of success is subtle, quiet, and insidious. It whispers doubts, urging you to question your worthiness or readiness for the rewards that come with success. It persuades you to stay small, to stick to what's familiar, and avoid risks. Often this happens so gently that it goes unnoticed, yet its effects are clear. Missed opportunities, stalled growth, and a sense of frustration as though you're standing in your own way. This fear is often rooted in unexamined beliefs about what success entails and what it might demand of you. Success is not just about achieving goals. It brings responsibilities, expectations, and changes, both internal and external. For some, these changes feel too risky. The fear is not of failing to succeed, but of what happens if you actually do. This fear manifests in procrastination, self-sabotage, or reluctance to fully commit to goals. Recognizing and understanding this fear is the first step to breaking free from its hold. By identifying how it influences your life, you gain the power to challenge it and reframe success as an opportunity to grow, contribute, and live more fully. Overcoming this fear is not about erasing it, but about understanding it, reframing it, and moving forward despite it. Success is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. This fear often hides behind seemingly unrelated behaviors or thought patterns. One common manifestation is procrastination. You might tell yourself you're waiting for the right time or for everything to align perfectly, but deep down, this delay is resistance. It may stem from fears about how success could disrupt your life, change how others perceive you, or demand more from you than you feel ready to give. In France, self-sabotage is another form of this fear. It can look like setting unrealistic goals, undermining your efforts, or failing to follow through just as success is within reach. While it may appear as bad luck or poor planning, it is often a subconscious way of staying within the boundaries of what feels familiar and safe. Perfectionism can also trap you. While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism convinces you that unless everything is flawless, it's better not to try. This leads to overthinking and inaction, driven by a fear of judgment, vulnerability, or risking failure, even in the midst of success. Relationships can amplify these fears. You might worry that achieving your goals will create distance between you and those you care about. Concerns about how others will react, whether with envy, expectations, or changed dynamics, can cause hesitation. In an effort to preserve harmony, you might downplay your achievements or shrink your ambitions. Another layer of this fear comes from the responsibilities success brings. Greater challenges, tougher decisions, and higher expectations can feel overwhelming. You might convince yourself that staying where you are is easier or safer, even if it means sacrificing your potential. These fears often trace back to childhood experiences or societal messages. Perhaps you were taught to be humble, to avoid standing out, or to prioritize others' needs over your own. These lessons, while well-intentioned, can create an internal conflict between your desire for success and your need for acceptance. To confront these fears, you first need to recognize them as protective mechanisms. They are not inherently bad. They are outdated strategies that no longer serve you. By acknowledging these fears without judgment, you create space to explore and challenge their validity. Shifting your perspective is key. Instead of focusing on potential losses, consider what you stand to gain. Success is not about perfection or avoiding mistakes. It's about growth, learning, and contributing your unique gifts to the world. It's about stepping into your power and embracing opportunities, even when they feel intimidating. Recognizing your capacity for far more than you realize is a powerful step forward. The only thing standing in your way is the fear of discovering just how capable you truly are. To overcome the fear of success, start by understanding how it operates in your life and make deliberate choices to move beyond its influence. Reframe your relationship with change. Fear often arises because success can seem to conflict with what matters most to you. You might worry that professional achievements will come at the expense of personal relationships, or that pursuing your goals will require compromising your integrity. These concerns are valid and worth examining, but they don't have to become barriers. When you align your goals with your core values, you create a roadmap for success that feels authentic and fulfilling. Clarifying your values can also help address the fear of judgment that often accompanies success. As you become more visible, you'll encounter various opinions, some supportive, some critical. This can feel daunting, especially if you tie your sense of worth to others' approval. But here's the truth. Not everyone will understand or agree with your journey, and that's okay. Your value is determined not by others' perceptions, but by your commitment to living in alignment with your principles and aspirations. Taking consistent, intentional action is another powerful way to combat the fear of success. When you're stuck in a cycle of overthinking or avoidance, fear can grow and take control. However, even small actions can create momentum, shifting your focus from what might go wrong to what you can do right now. Each step forward builds confidence, strengthens your skills, and reinforces your belief in your ability to handle challenges. Consider creating a plan with specific, actionable steps toward your goals. Focus on what you can control and set realistic timelines for each milestone. This process keeps you organized and provides a sense of accomplishment as you track your progress. Success doesn't happen all at once. It results from many small, consistent actions over time. By taking one step at a time, you can gradually build the confidence to embrace success fully. Cultivating a support system is another strategy for overcoming the fear of success. Surround yourself with people who understand your goals, encourage your growth, and celebrate your achievements. These individuals can provide valuable perspectives, helping you see possibilities that fear might obscure. They can hold you accountable and keep you focused on your vision when doubts arise. Building a support system may involve letting go of relationships that no longer serve your growth. This can be challenging, as it may require setting boundaries or distancing yourself from those resistant to change. While this can be painful, it's an essential step in creating an environment that supports your journey. Remember, you don't have to face this process alone. Lean on your support system and seek guidance when needed. The fear of success is often intertwined with the fear of responsibility. As you achieve more, you may feel the weight of increasing expectations from yourself and others. You might worry about maintaining your success or meeting higher standards. These fears are natural, but don't have to define your experience. Instead of viewing responsibility as a burden, see it as an opportunity to grow and positively impact. Responsibility isn't about doing everything perfectly or carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's about showing up with intention, learning from your experiences, and doing your best with the resources you have. It's about recognizing your humanity, strengths and limitations included, and understanding that success doesn't require perfection. By embracing responsibility with grace and self-compassion, you can navigate its challenges without letting it overshadow the joy of your accomplishments. Practicing gratitude is another way to shift your focus from fear to possibility. Gratitude helps you see the progress you've made, the opportunities available to you, and the strengths you possess. It grounds you in the present moment, reminding you that success isn't just about future achievements, it's about appreciating the journey. When fear arises, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. The fear of success isn't an insurmountable obstacle. It's a signal, a reminder to pause, reflect, and realign with your vision. By addressing this fear with honesty and courage, you open the door to a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and possibility. Success is not something to fear, it's something to embrace, one step at a time. Another key to overcoming the fear of success lies in redefining your identity. Success often requires evolving into a version of yourself that feels unfamiliar. This can be unsettling because we tend to anchor our sense of self in who we've been, rather than who we're becoming. The idea of stepping into a new role, adopting new behaviors, or letting go of old patterns can create resistance. A part of you might question who you are to achieve this, or wonder if you'll lose yourself in the process. To navigate this, shift your perspective on identity. Instead of seeing it as fixed, recognize it as fluid and adaptable. Growth doesn't mean losing who you are. It means uncovering deeper layers of your potential. Each step towards success is an opportunity to refine your character, expand your capabilities, and align more fully with your values. Start by visualizing the person you aspire to become. What qualities do they embody? How do they approach challenges, interact with others, and live their daily life? This isn't about creating an idealized version of yourself, but identifying traits and habits that support your goals. Once you have a clear vision, begin incorporating small actions that align with this identity into your routine. Over time, these actions will solidify into habits, and this version of yourself will feel natural and authentic. Guilt is another barrier tied to the fear of success, particularly when you begin to outgrow your environment. As you achieve more, your priorities, interests, and values may shift. This can create tension in relationships, especially if those around you feel left behind or don't understand your journey. The fear of losing connections or being seen as too ambitious can hold you back. To address this, communicate openly with those close to you about your goals and the changes you're experiencing. Share your vision, express gratitude for their support, and invite them to be part of your journey. While not everyone will resonate with your path, those who truly care about you will want to see you grow and succeed. At the same time, it's okay to let go of relationships that no longer align with your values or support your growth. This doesn't mean cutting people off harshly, but allowing natural shifts to occur as you move in different directions. Boundaries are crucial in overcoming the fear of success. As you achieve more, demands on your time and energy will likely increase. Without clear boundaries, you risk overcommitting, burning out, or losing focus on what matters most. Successful individuals learn to protect their priorities by saying no to distractions and setting limits that honor their goals and well-being. Creating boundaries isn't selfish. It ensures you have the capacity to give your best to what truly matters. This includes making time for self-care, reflection, and nurturing relationships. When you establish boundaries with clarity and kindness, you create an environment that supports your growth and success. Building resilience is essential for addressing the fear of success. Success is not a linear journey. It's filled with ups and downs, unexpected challenges, and moments of doubt. Resilience allows you to navigate these fluctuations with determination. It's the ability to adapt, bounce back, and stay committed to your vision even when things don't go as planned. Resilience is cultivated through perspective. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Each challenge strengthens your ability to handle the next one, building confidence in your capacity to overcome obstacles. Finally, redefine what success means to you. Often, the fear of success is rooted in societal definitions of achievement, wealth, status, or recognition that may not align with your true values. If you're pursuing a version of success that doesn't resonate with you, it's no wonder fear arises. Take time to reflect on what success means to you personally. What does a fulfilling life look like? How do you want to contribute to the world? And what legacy do you want to leave behind? When your definition of success aligns with your values, it becomes a source of motivation rather than fear. You're no longer striving to meet external expectations, but pursuing goals that bring you joy and fulfillment. The journey to overcoming the fear of success is not about eliminating fear altogether. It's about changing your relationship with it. Fear is a natural response to stepping into the unknown, but it doesn't have to control your actions or define your path. By understanding its roots, challenging its narratives, and taking intentional steps forward, you can move beyond fear and embrace the opportunities success brings. Success is a reflection of your growth, potential, and contribution. Journey meant to be experienced with courage, curiosity, and gratitude. It's not about the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Clarify your values and priorities to address the fear of success. By doing so, you can align your goals with what truly matters to you and move forward with clarity and determination.